What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Oh my God, believe it or not, still with David. Nice shirt.
Thank you. It's an atelier.
Jalapeno. No.
Oh my God. No, don't walk off.
Estorino.
Estorino.
Yeah. Well, that was another kind of Bond brand that made watches.
It actually was. Yeah.
Looks great.
Thank you. It's comfortable, but I figured based on what you're announcing the subject as, this would be perfect because it harkens back to a very, very different day, and yet here it is.
Maybe I'll do this. This is very vintagey.
It is very vintagey,
All the way
actually.
up
Yeah.
like that. So the video, as you can see by the caption, is, or by the title, I should say, is styling a Bond period piece.
Okay.
Now, I think to start off, neither of us want a period piece. I do not.
Don't.
Okay.
Yeah, not in particular.
So this is more so, it happened. Obviously, they don't really care what our opinions are, I hate to say, especially mine. But it happened.
Yes.
So now we have to think, what time period? Who would style it? What are your initial thoughts? If you were to hear news today that they are doing a, Denis Villeneuve said, I'm doing a Bond period piece.
Right.
What initially would you be like, well, I hope it's set in this decade?
I would think, maybe / hope, that it's in the 50s.
50s? I always thought 60s.
Because I'll tell you why. That's where Ian Fleming started to do all his writing, was during the 50s.
Right.
So every bit of sensibility from the book that could possibly translate to screen, if he stayed with the book, which Denis does, then it would be a period piece in the 50s, which I would quite like because the suits, I think, are cut very interesting and sharp in the 50s. Even the casual pieces tend to connect better with me of 50s and the 60s and 70s. So I'd be up for that.
Okay. See, I lean towards the 60s. Very Mad Men.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's
true.
But at the same time, I kind of like your approach because we have Bond films that exist in the 60s already.
Yeah.
We don't have any that exist in the 50s.
Not a one.
So
imagine, if you will.
Yeah, John Lennon. So if they did this, does your Tom Ford, does your Brioni, do they get the nod to style Bond suits?
Brioni could easily do a 50s suit. Easily. Brioni has that, what I call sweep to it. It's not, the Tom Ford one is very modern. I think it's a very modern cut. But the 1950s, it just has this lovely sweep that I think Brioni matches quite well.
Nice. Okay. So what about like your Mason and Sons? These kind of like, they've obviously done some kind of homage pieces to older films. Could you see like a smaller brand like that being invited in to do something?
Absolutely. I mean, what Mason and Sons, Anthony Sinclair did really well is they have the suppression wastes, which really came to bear in the early 60s, late 50s. So I think if you stayed to that model of design and cut, you probably wouldn't be able to go wrong.
Yeah.
Now, that's from a suiting standpoint.
Okay.
From a style, like casual Bond moment.
That's my next question.
I think that would be more super tough. It would be very confusing. Like, would it be the polo chino look? Would it be, it wouldn't be jeans.
Yeah.
But would it be like sharper, tighter trousers like in the 50s or a little bit more flared out like the late 60s and 70s?
Yeah. So the first piece that comes to mind is actually the Connolly Gabino jacket.
Oh.
That is very 50s, 60s inspired. It's like a driving jacket.
For Italy, too.
Yes.
Especially Italy.
Yeah.
That's true.
So something like that. I mean, we've seen pieces even in Daniel Craig's era where you could kind of take them back. I mean, even the slimmer fitting suits, like you mentioned, the skinnier ties.
Well, what about the Harrington in Quantum of Solace? 50s, 60s.
Yeah.
I mean, very 50s and 60s, that type of Harrington. So, that's where the Barracuda was born out of.
What about, like, when he gets, I mean, I guess we did see a little bit of this with Sean, but we saw a lot of it with Daniel Craig and a little bit with Brosnan, that kind of combat look.
Oh, yeah.
How do you translate that into the 50s?
I don't know. Like, I mean, you know what? I almost feel like if there's a 50s Bond, they're going to have him in a black turtleneck with black pants, black, like, loafers and shoes, and black gloves, because that was sort of the sneaky Bond kind of look back then, as opposed to the GoldenEye Commando or this type of outfit in the back.
So they would lean into the espionage, not so much the tactical approach.
The sneaky Bond tiptoe look
Yeah.
versus the pray and spray type of the 2000s.
So here's a real tough question, and it's
Good.
still style-wise.
All right.
So how do you choose the car?
Oh,
And
didn't see that coming.
Well, everybody's kind of all set with the DB5, but here's the real thing: if you have a contract with Aston Martin and you got to include them, how can you stray? And say you don't. Do you go back to the novels and start seeing what was he driving, what were the Rolls Royces, these different things? What would you prefer to see in a 50s Bond film, vehicle-wise?
You're not going to believe this. This is going
The
to
DB5.
totally come out of left field. No, absolutely not. I would want it to be Bond given a car that doesn't exist. Like one of these, like, you ever see...
like a kit car or something.
Like a kit car, like a Death Race 2000 type of, like, really interesting, sleek and powerful, but not a known brand. Like just something that Q said, this car doesn't exist, but we created this. Now, it would stand out like a sore thumb to bad guys because, like, they're like, oh, just go for the one that doesn't exist. But I want something that really smacks of, like, the early 60s, like kind of bubble windows and things like that.
Like
very
butterfly
sleek.
doors.
Yes, exactly. Like the Bricklins. If anybody knows what a Bricklin is, it's got kind of, not the gull wings, it's got the, sort of the arch. It's amazing. So do that.
So what would the color be? Silver, you stick with silver, or are you trying to make it sleek black? Or
I'd make it copper.
Get out of here.
I'm dead serious.
Why?
I'd make it like a brownish copper.
Okay.
Because I think that's also very 50s and 60s. A little bit more 60s than 50s, but this kind of like reflective type of copper color.
Interesting. Okay, and then we'll just keep going with this because, in my opinion, fashion, accessories. So now we're looking at the watch.
Oh.
So obviously, a brand like Omega's been around a really long time.
Yep.
They have many watches from the 50s and 60s.
Sure.
Do you stick with Omega? Do you find something...
You ready? You ready? If it's 50s, if it's a period piece, you got to go Rolex.
Really?
100%. This is Omega guy talking, but you have to go Rolex because, again, you're peeling away the layers of, at that point, the literary bond.
Right.
And literary bond wears Rolex. I'm sorry, it's not without. It's with no question that it's got to be Rolex.
So you're also leaning into the fact that if they did a 50s period piece, you better be pulling from the novels.
You have to be.
You're just kind of nuts.
That is all right. So that is like going to an ice cream shop and ordering a plain cone. Like, where is the vanilla?
That's not fun.
Where is the chocolate chunk?
Yeah, I guess that's a little better.
Where's the confetti?
So would you want them to like remake Casino Royale or just pull
Where's
from
the bubblegum ice cream?
There you go. Or the Rocky Road.
Rocky Road.
Mint chocolate chip.
Rocky Road. Who's that? From Goonies? Rocky Road?
Is that the Hey You Guys?
It is the Hey You Guys.
Lucky guess. So do you pull from the books or do you remake a book?
Butter Ripple.
What?
I'm still doing ice cream. You pull from the books, you beg the books, you squeeze the books until something comes out.
Yeah.
We have too much fun. Is that a problem? If you can't have fun in these videos, what's the sense? These aren't highly edited.
No, I actually, whenever you and I do a video, I just let it fly.
Yeah, you have to.
Locations?
Oh, see, that's good because you could do like Cuba.
Yeah.
You could do things that you could do like a 1950s Vietnam.
Ooh, dangerous.
Dangerous, but untethered, like untethered to history. Like history really happened to those places kind of after that. But I mean, I don't know. So I think a 1950s Japan would be very interesting.
Yeah.
I think a 1950s Australia would be very interesting. 1950s Australia was very different than what it is today. Yeah. What about you? What location do you think?
I would really like for him to be here. I think a 50s New York 1950s would be nice.
New York. Actually, that would be a good New York City in the 1950s.
Yes.
Would be pretty badass.
Yeah.
They could do it on a back lot.
Yeah.
Like there are back lots with the old-fashioned New York City. You have the Empire State Building in the background.
What about
King Kong?
I mean, speaking of backlot, what about like 50s Hollywood? Like
Bond in Hollywood?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to make it Hollywood-esque.
But I don't want him like investigating a murder that happened with like a showgirl.
No, we wouldn't do that.
Like a Harvey Weinstein type moment.
Yes, great. Okay, so casting it. So we've had rumors, we've talked about different actors, but now you know it's a period piece. So they just said, we're making a period piece.
Right.
You don't know who it is. That most likely changes who you would see as Bond. You see someone like Henry Cavill doing a 50s Bond? No way.
Oh, no. You go Peaky Blinders and you have a relatively unknown.
Yeah.
You go somebody who smacks of that 1950s look and charm. And
Cillian Murphy?
Cillian Murphy would be
Or is he
very
too
interesting.
damn famous
So
now?
I will tell you this: there's a lot of discussion with this because Dunny and also the writer Stephen Wright, they've both done mostly period pieces.
Yeah.
So if I was a producer and I said, who are the period piece people that can do action and characters?
Yeah.
I'd kind of go to these two. So I'm sitting here not discounting the fact that what we're talking about could be reality.
Well, yeah, not to mention Stephen Wright created Peaky Blinders.
I know.
And
Could Cillian Murphy? I think he would not be my favorite choice as Bond. But he can do brooding and the character pretty well.
I think if it was a period piece, I would be substantially more, but still okay with it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
Okay.
like, oh, great. I mean, I love Cillian Murphy.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
if it was a today, I don't know. I think he's got that look. He's got that 50s, 60s
Absolutely,
look.
he
And his
does.
build,
Yes.
you know.
Yeah.
So what about a villain? Would it be? And I mean, personally, I love Jodie Comer. I think Jodie Comer could kill a 50s, 60s villain.
Yeah, she would be great. And she'd be a great villain too.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I think that The Man from U.N.C.L.E. did the female, that era of 60s very well. I think in the 1950s, I'd want to see a villain not have a small plot like I have a rocket,
Yeah.
but almost like turn it into sci-fi a little bit.
Okay.
And they have some sort of machine, or maybe not as goofy as like a weather machine.
Yeah. Something
but just
futuristic.
something that it's in the 1950s. You know it's in the 1950s, but maybe they have something that could only be imagined in 2025.
Right.
You know, something that hasn't harkened back, like it's some sort of industrial technology that's been found, or a fusion, like a fusion machine that could combust like a giant bomb.
Well, what if they kind of played on actual history and had it like the villain is creating something similar to like the atom bomb?
Oh, yeah, you could do that.
So it's hyper real. I mean, it's completely
Yeah,
realistic.
or nuclear,
Yeah.
like a nuclear warhead, like the first nuclear thing.
Shit. Are you available? Should we write this?
Or is the villain trying to go to space?
Space race.
Space race.
You know what? The one thing is we've seen a lot of like the USSR, USA.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Would you want the bad guy to be Russia?
no. It's been there, done that. I mean, even freaking Rocky's done it.
Yeah.
Like we don't need that anymore. We're good.
I will break you.
We're good.
I will break you.
We're
I
good.
will break you.
I must.
I must break you. Is it really I must?
Yeah.
How does it go?
Break you.
I must.
Or maybe
I
it
must
was
break
I will
you.
break you.
I will break. I must
Insert
break you.
insert here, all ad revenue gone, but worth it. I must break you. Well, thanks, man.
Thank you. It was
Appreciate
actually a
you.
very interesting conversation.
Quick,
Worth
painless.
the discussion. And very unique. Nobody's talking about this.
No, because I don't think anybody wants it to happen. But you know what? I think if it was 50s or 60s, you know the style is going to be impeccable. You know that much. Hence the video. And we lost them. Thanks for watching.
I glitched. Take care, everyone.
David, thank you.
You're welcome. Come back anytime. Just not today.